Fashion Insider friends, what is up? This is the Fashion Crimes Podcast, where I cover all things fashion, style, shopping, style inspiration, and interview incredible small business owners who are changing the fashion industry for the better. Yes, I'm the best friend you never knew you needed, and the poster child for fashion over 40, and I mean way after 40. Say it with me, fashion and style are your friends, not your enemies. I'm Holly Cates, your favorite personal stylist, and let's keep it real, the only Holly you need to know. Turn it up, because I got a lot to say, and I am super stoked you're here. What's up, everybody? It's your favorite personal stylist, the best friend you never knew you needed in fashion, and the hostess with the mostest, Holly Cates. Hope you have been keeping up with what's been going on here at the Fashion Crimes Podcast. I mean, last week I had Janae Luciani-Senna on, who, let's keep it real, is a BFD. She is considered a bra expert, and I grilled her big time about what the hell is wrong with people and why they are wearing the wrong size bra. I am so neurotic about my boobs and how they look. I just can't imagine winging it. I mean, I know not everyone is like me, but still, especially if you have giant boobs, you have to get them under control. And like I said to one of my high school besties who was actually asking me, we were having this conversation, just because you are small or a size A doesn't mean you get to opt out of wearing a bra or getting fitted. I promise you, your self-image will improve dramatically, and you're going to thank me later. And Janae totally agrees with me because she wrote the book. She wrote 3 books, actually, just saying. And we're totally best friends now, so there's that. Also, did you check out my Instagram? If not, y'all totally need to get on that. The Fashion Crimes Podcast sponsored an event called Say Yes to the Dress Again that was inspired by my bestie, Paula Bragg. Shout out to Paula for including the Fashion Crimes Podcast in the event, where we had a drag brunch with some fabulous queens and gave money to a worthy cause. Yay for us. God, we are so nice. Anyway, I mean, Paula, how nice are we? We are so nice. Check out my Instagram, where we have some video and some pics from the day. It was a lot of fun. Very cool, very different. I really hope we get to do something like this again in the future, because who doesn't want to hang out with us and a bunch of fucking drag queens? I'm just saying. Anywho, super glad that you're here. If this is your first time joining us, damn it, welcome. If you're a frequent flyer here at the Fashion Crimes Podcast, thank you so much for your continued support. And God damn it, I love you. I'm serious, I do. We just went to the Lizzo concert, and all she said is, I love you. You're beautiful. You can do anything. So I need to say that more. I love you. You're beautiful. You can do anything. I stole that from Lizzo, but I'm still on a high. I've been singing and dancing all day to Lizzo because she is my new girl crush. Anyway, I'm serious. I'm not kidding. I do love you. Thank you for getting it, and thank you for letting me yell at you each and every week about style topics that are important yet annoying. And I know, don't get me wrong, I realize this, but the more you start to evolve your style with your age, the less annoying it is, because then you look better. And when you look better, you're nicer. And when you're nice, you're going to be nicer to me. And when I'm nice, everything runs smoothly. And then you reach out to me and tell me how good you look. Duh. Know this, y'all, I've been getting fan mail. Fabulous. I mean, nothing makes me happier than getting really nice fan mail from really nice people. I am so grateful, like y'all don't even know. It totally makes my day. So thank you for those who keep listening and either sending me pictures or DMing me and asking me questions. It makes my heart so happy. It really does. Keep up the good work, and do not be afraid to ask me. Just ask if you have questions. I've been getting some DMs about bags, especially the bag episode that Noli, our lady about town, was kind enough to school us on. When I responded to her, I was like, send me pictures. I'll help you decide. I know it's scary, especially when you're spending a shit ton of your hard-earned money on a bag. It just seems completely fucking ridiculous. But after you do it, it gives you a little more pep in your step, and you want to continue to keep learning and doing more. At least that's what happened to me when I started upping my bag game. That's just one example. So the moral of the story is, keep listening and telling all of your friends, because good friends don't let friends walk around looking fucking crazy. Also, I've realized that sending people a direct link to the podcast gives them quick access to click it right away and fall in love with me and the podcast. So there's that. So much to cover on this episode. What are we talking about this week? What to wear to your high school reunion. I will say that our class is much different from most. That is a disclaimer. We have a reunion every 5 years because we're completely obnoxious and we love it. Every person who I lecture about going to their high school reunion never wants to go. And I have the same argument every single time this comes up in conversation. But research has shown that when you do go, you have a fucking great time. So shut your hole and just do it and go. And I'm seriously fucking serious right now. Find a friend and go, even if it's just for an hour. And here's what I say to people who are on the fence. I know you might not care about seeing anyone, but people do want to see you. You never know who you're going to meet. So stop talking yourself out of it and just do it, especially if you're freshly divorced and / or back on the market. Why not? Let me check your schedule. Yep, all clear. I mean, I have been known to create one marriage, let's be honest, okay? So I think I know what I'm talking about. And when I was talking about research, that is my research and all the reunions that I've been to, camp including, I go to my camp reunion too. So if y'all had any idea how much planning and work actually goes into this, you would feel much differently about it. My best friend from high school is in charge. So of course it's always amazeballs. I like to call it the Holly and Jenny show, but it's really much more than that. We are just the most excited, I think, out of most people anyway. So we're always super stoked to go. And it's like the same people keep going, but we try to get new people because especially if y'all have never been before, it's important to go at least show face for a minute. Anyway, this is my 30-year high school reunion for the class of 1992. I mean, God damn it, I'm old, okay? I just can't believe it. I couldn't believe it was our 25-year reunion. Now it's 30 years, our 30-year reunion. I don't even know what to say about that. 30 years. I don't even know what I've done for 30 years. Anyway, that's besides the point. Y'all know how long that is? I mean, God. But guess what? I show up and I love it. And it's so fun. And I make sure I turn it out and look my best. And I know it's easier for me because if you look up extrovert, an extrovert that's extra, it's me. Put me in front of a crowd and a bunch of people that I haven't seen in a long time. That's fucking hard. But if you're an introvert, I understand it takes a lot of effort for you to do something like this, especially if you don't live in the same town. However, if you have a reunion coming up, and don't say you don't, because yes, you do. Because if your ass is the class of 1992, whether it's high school, it could be college, it could be grad school or whatever. Like I said, we have a camp reunion. I'm going to give you some ideas on what to wear. Don't say you can't, because yes, you can. You can do it. If I can buy an overpriced plane ticket and schlep my ass to my high school reunion in North Carolina, so can you. Also, when you know you look good, you cannot have a bad time. You just can't. And especially if you take my suggestions, you will look good. It's a foolproof, completely brilliant plan. And it's just simply universal fashion law. You cannot have a terrible time if you show up and look fabulous. It's impossible. So let's break this down into some categories dependent on what you want to wear, whether it's a dress or a skirt and a top or pants and a top. Notice I did not say jeans. No, I did not. I did not say jeans. And I want to talk about the dress code for just a second. Just a sidebar. I get a lot of questions when people get invitations. They'll say upscale casual or funky chic, or I don't even know of some outrageous, like ridiculous, stupid things that people make up. When it comes to events like these, the dress code is usually casual, okay? But let's be honest, it can be dressy. I think our 20th reunion was dressy. I think it was because I remember wearing a dress. But I don't think this is the trend at the moment because of the state of the world and us coming out of COVID. And let's be honest, COVID is still here. I had it a few weeks ago. COVID is not gone. Most people don't enjoy dressing up these days as the world really has turned super casual. I'm aware, okay? But here is the thing. Just because everyone else is casual and not taking the dress code into consideration, this, in fact, I repeat, this, in fact, does not mean you show up looking like you do every single day. The dress code should actually read, in my opinion, put in some fucking effort. That is the dress code. As a matter of fact, I'm going to rewrite the dress code rules and add that. You can interpret this as you wish, however, but in my opinion, it does not mean you have to be extra like me, okay? And I certainly don't mean show up in a ball gown, but you should try to look special, like you did, quote, and I'm doing air quotes here, put in some fucking effort. New dress code alert. Here are some dress options if this is what you're thinking about wearing. I like to wear dresses and skirts because I think I look best in that. So if you want to wear a dress, I've said this once, I'll say it again. Just because you're wearing a nice dress doesn't mean you're too dressy or you're like so dressy. You're just dressed. I always love a dress because you can take a more casual dress and make it look a little bit more evening with some zhuzh. So what is a zhuzh? Let's have a little lesson here. And I certainly don't know how to spell it. It's like extra jewelry, like swag, fabulous shoes, or a jacket or something to like make it dressier or snazz it up. That's what a zhuzh is. It can also be like a wrap type situation, like a pashmina or a cape, or like a fabulous jacket if you need something for outside, and then you can unwrap yourself and then for the big reveal when you get in. So if you're going into your closet and you're going to wear something you already have, great. Let's just zhuzh it up so you can wear it for evening. If you want something new, try heading over to my Pinterest board for some style inspiration. Now that it's fall, there's a lot of dresses out there, and I'm really loving a cowboy or Western inspired look. I saw this on the runway at the Tom Ford show this past season. So let's talk about some styles that will give you some, quote, home on the range, effortlessly chic dressing inspiration. Okay. Ulla Johnson, BA and SH, which is a French brand, and Intermix have some really great choices. Intermix, like I said before, especially, they have a ton of choices from Hemat and Nandita, which I've never heard of before, and Ali Mayas, who are very new designers to me. Never heard of them. Saks is a great selection too, with Kobe Halperin and Derek Lamb 10 Crosby. They have some great choices too. Farm Rio, which I think is a Brazilian or South American brand, they have great dresses with a ton of color and gorgeous prints for a very, very decent price point. Just know there's a way to wear a dress that isn't so over the top that you'll look out of place if everyone else is so casual. I understand that's a concern, but if you have a really nice dress, you can dress it down, or if you have a more casual dress, you can dress it up. Throw a jacket over it. I love a leather motorcycle jacket. That's my jam, or a suede jacket. It just makes it a little bit more evening. But the whole entire point is that you should want to look good and show up. And I just want to say this. It's really okay if you're the best looking one in the room. Worse things have happened. If you've listened to the fall 2022 trend report, that was from a couple of weeks ago, you'll know that color right now is bigger than ever. Yes, neon colors, bright colors, insane, put on your fucking sunglasses type of suiting with giant, big florals and larger prints and floral appliques. If you weren't feeling like the cowboy or Western inspired look, let's opt for a play on color or for an oversized floral. I'm thinking a blazer or top in this category is an excellent choice. Let's not go balls out and get a neon yellow suit or anything, but a nod to this type of trend is the way to go. Again, pull up my Pinterest board so you can follow along. Check it out. New York and Company, I can't believe I'm saying this. New York and Company has some amazing blazers. I was in shock in super fun colors, yellow, green, coral, etc. I was really pleasantly surprised. There is a color blocked blazer that I'm about to get from New York & Co. It's half red and half hot pink. Love it so much, and it has matching pants. Amazing. I also found some sequin pants from there. Yes, love a sequin pant. And they had it really toned down because it was just with a very plain collared white button-down shirt. It looked really gorgeous and very sophisticated. Not too crazy. Also, dying over the jumpsuits. I know I keep talking about when I did the best dressed wedding guest. Not sure what number episode that was, but check that episode out. It's all about the jumpsuit right now, and they have it that's color blocked too. It's a halter top, pink on the top, and then red on the bottom. Loving a jumpsuit. Love, 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 love. They come casual. They come dressy. It's an awesome piece of clothing if you can have that and add that to your wardrobe. They look great on big people, little people. They make everyone look good. My favorite company actually for getting a jumpsuit is Badgley Mishka, as they had the original jumpsuit with the giant ruffle from the shoulder to the leg. That was just fabulous. You can go to any major department store and get one. They come in all different price points as well. So another option is a bodysuit if you wanted to go like the funky pant route. That's great to wear as a top alone or under a blazer. I have a few that I love. I have some at the higher end from Alexander McQueen and Kate, but I also have a few from Free People that I really love, and I wear those all the time. I especially wear those with jeans and like maxi skirts. I know I said no jeans, and I really mean that. However, if you want to wear a wax-coated or a colored jean that doesn't look like denim, I'm going to give you a pass on that one. You can try Mother Jeans, or my favorite, which is L'Agence or L'Agence. I just reviewed their website, and I cannot believe how large their inventory is. They have so much more than jeans. So, fun fact, I just learned that. And if you're going to your reunion and you live in Alaska or the Yukon Territory or North Dakota, you need to wear something, and you need to wear something to keep you warm. I hear you. I found a shit ton of sweaters. Loving the sweater category because they're doing cutout sweaters that don't leave too much skin exposed. It's just a hint of sexy. Like it'll have a slash in the shoulder, or it'll just have one shoulder, or it'll have something on the side. I found that L'Agence too. Sidebar, if you live somewhere that's insanely cold, it's all about the outerwear. Try to wear a dress coat if you're going to be dressed up. That means something like a trench that's nicer and preferably darker. Nothing is chicer than wearing a dress coat with slacks or pants. I really love that look. You don't wear a fucking ski jacket when you're dressing up or trying to look nice. It's too casual. As I said before in the trend report, lace is really in right now, along with metallics. So if you want to do something with a hint of that, you can do a shoe or a bag or accessory. I mean, I could go on forever, but you guys have the board. You can look at for inspo. I'll be right here if you need me, but know this. Go to your reunion for the love of God. If you're like me and you're social, you'll be so happy you put yourself out there to make some new or even new friends or even rekindle old connections. How about that? I'll have a full status report, don't you worry, of what I'll be wearing because my high school reunion is October 15th. So there is going to be a football game. It's a whole weekend. It's a football game first. Fucking snore. Then drinks after. So I'm going to be at the drinks afterwards, which will be very casual. And then the actual party is going to be Saturday night. Not sure what the big reveal will be, but I'm excited to see old friends and listen to 90s music. Let's be honest. Maybe I'll wear my sequin pants. They are from Sally LaPointe. If you want to check out my board, I have a couple things from her on there. I think it's just called LaPointe now. And that certainly would not be a stretch for me, but who knows? Maybe I'll wear my sequin silver beaded disco pants. I'll keep you posted. Thank you so much for listening. This has been your favorite personal stylist and the hostess with the mostest yelling at you this week to get up and just go. Go to your reunion. You'll be glad you did. If you go to your reunion, make sure you send me a picture of what you're going to be wearing. Or if your reunion is coming up next year, we can talk about what you're going to be wearing. You just might get a shout out on the podcast. You never know. You just might get a shout out if you send me your picture. This has been the Fashion Crimes Podcast. Super proud of you. Get up, figure out what you're going to wear, get something new, grab a friend, drink some wine, drink some liquid courage before you go. And I swear to you, you're going to have a fucking blast and you're going to look amazing. October 15th, let's figure out what I'm going to wear. I'm super excited. Thank you to all of those people who are actually going to go and support your high school class or your graduating class or your grad school class or whatever have you. I cannot wait to see what you guys are wearing. This has been the Fashion Crimes Podcast, and we are out.